you could.
Ah.
What is it?
All right, I am Kyle Schweiss, joined alongside by Derek Morgan-Thaler, and we apologize for the inconvenience and the inability to get you that first half of football, but we're currently at halftime of the game. The St. John currently leads 14-6. It was a well-played first half, and we'll get you caught up on some stats here. Derek has the first half stats for us.
All right, first half stats for the Dragons. They have 16 rushes for 158 yards. They're averaging 9.9 yards per rush.
Pass completions, that's 4
for 13?
4 for 13 with no interceptions.
And their average play per yard is 6.8. They have 0 turnovers. Here, you do those.
Okay, and Potosi has 28 carries for 90 yards. They're averaging 3.2 yards per carry. Potosi's quarterback 3 out of 8. He does have 2 interceptions, one by Brady Boyer, the other by Camden Rowe. Or no, the other by Kagan Schmelzy, I believe.
Yeah.
And he's got 81 total passing yards. They have 4.6 yards per play, so St. John's out gaining them by a substantial amount here in the first half. Basically, real quickly to break down the running plays, or the scoring plays, the first drive was pretty much all freshman Darian Brown. He got the start tonight at the F position, so he's playing in the backfield. And Darian actually, they started the game out 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line, and they ran a sweep to the left. And Darian got bottled up there, reverse field, broke a tackle, and went all the way down the field to about the 10-yard line. So it was about a 50, 60-yard gain, and then he later scored on a 7-yard touchdown run. That was followed up in the ensuing drive. Chad Dunsey threw a couple nice balls on that drive, capped off by a 25-yard touchdown pass to Luke Brewster. That made it 14-0. And Potosi, they traded punts, and then Potosi came down, had a nice drive, and had a pretty long touchdown. Chad Dunsey, 4 for 13, 45 yards. Luke Brewster, 3 catches, 43 yards. Devin Bader, 1 catch for 2 yards. Darian Brown, 8 carries, 111 yards. Again, most of those coming, 75 yards of those coming on the opening drive. Luke Brewster, 6 carries, 44 yards. Got a lot of carries out of that same F position as Darian was playing, as they were kind of rotating in and out, trying to split that workload. And Chad Dunsey, 2 carries for 11 yards. Had 1 short gain that was a big play for a first down, and had another nice read on a quarterback option play. For Potosi, quarterback 3 for 8, 81 yards. 1 long pass for 49 yards on that touchdown drive. And the freshman running back, they have 13 carries for 76 yards. He's an explosive player, not real big, but really shifty, really fast, as you're going to see here in this second half, I'm sure. And like I said, the 2 interceptions by Schmelzy and Boyer, big plays in this game to keep it as a 1-possession game in St. John's favor. Got a little feedback going on. We have quite the setup here. I think we've got antennas going up to the moon here to try to get as good of internet reception as we can. But
yeah,
it was difficult to say the least. You never know what you're going to get when you go on the road. So we apologize for not being able to bring you that first half, but we look forward to bringing you the second half, and hopefully it's a good one, because that first half was a very competitive game. Potosi's good up front. They're very physical, very strong. They're very young and inexperienced in the defensive backfield and the offensive backfield. So I think that's where St. John's going to try to make their hay. They really tried to exploit them deep. Had a couple opportunities on long balls to extend their lead, and just missed in and out of the hands of receivers. Weren't drops necessarily, but just long throws that just weren't executed perfectly. But you expect that on those big plays like that. So, Derek, having said all that, and recapping the first half, and as we wipe the sweat from our brow
Yeah.
here, as we're working diligently to try to get you this, but what are your thoughts going into the second half here?
Well, I think, oh man, I'm pretty loud. But I think St. John needs to keep going back to the run game because Luke and Darian have had some pretty big plays so far.
Yeah, they had a lot of success in the run game, and that was good to see. A lot of reversing of fields and a lot of multiple cuts in the backfield. The line's done a good job of really sticking with their blocks and giving those guys time to be patient and make those big runs. I'm still trying to figure out what ends up here. I've been working so hard on this camera.
Do we have like the live? Yeah, I guess. Kegan Schmelsley back to kick off for the Dragons to start this second half of football. It's a pretty high kick down the right sideline. It's going to bounce around the 20, picked up by a Potosi guy back there. Makes a nice cut, and he gets out to about the 25-yard line. What?
We're going to have to lift this up a little bit. It's tilted.
Okay.
That's too much.
Oh.
Right about there.
There?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll work. Getting our camera situated. So it'll be Potosi football, 1st and 10 from around the 27-yard line. Like Coach Swy said, Dragons have done a pretty good job on defense all night, as it's a pitch out to the right to the running back. Wade Hahn chasing. Looks like he's going to be pushed out of bounds at around the 30-yard line.
We are right next door to the St. John coaching booth, and they were
pretty
arguing pretty heavily for a holding call there. It looked like Wade Hahn got almost tackled there, but no call and gain of about 3 yards. Want to give a big shout out to Taylor Matthews. Thank her for all she did, the executive producer.
Yeah.
Was on the phone with us from St. John trying to get us up and running, and we did everything in our power to get it to you as soon as we could.
As Potosi just ran the same play, it looked like, and they get about the same result.
Also, a big thank you to Nancy Toombs, who's over there trying to watch her son play, and we kept harassing her, trying to get her opinion, assessment of the situation. But ultimately, I think it was just an internet issue, and we seem to be running a little stronger now, so hopefully we don't just fall out.
That's the worst thing that could happen. As Potosi pitches out to the left to number 12, and
nice
good
play.
tackle by number 16, Luke Brewster out there.
Yeah, he really cut between that tight end and that tackle. And just busted right in there, took him out of the legs, way behind the line of scrimmage. Lost about 3 yards, it looks like.
Did have a penalty on the play, but it was declined and bring up 3rd and about 7. Oh, 4th and 7.
No, every week we say we're going to get a new tripod. And every week we come with the same tripod.
Tosi's got a pretty good punter. And they're going to down it around the 42-yard line with 10:18 left to go in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, good field position here to start second half.
Let's see if they try to take a shot downfield early. Dragons come out. 2 receivers out to Chad's right. That's Rowe and Brewster out here. Far side's Bader. As Brewster comes in motion across the right side, hand off to him. He's got some blockers, makes a nice cut, and picks up about 6 yards.
Yeah, he does a great job of putting that foot in the ground and getting upfield. You know, even on those horizontal runs where he starts out running parallel with the line of scrimmage, he'll put his foot in the ground and get forward and get as much as he can. Looks like the Cardinals are in a barn burner, 2-2 in the bottom of the 7th. As they come into the day 1.5 games out of the ballpark.
As they fake the handoff to Brewster, and Darian Brown takes it up the middle, cuts back to the right side, and picks up about 10 on the play. That's enough for a 1st down.
I think I've officially told my wife that I'm not going to watch the Cardinals anymore this year about 10 different times this year. And
but
every time
keep coming back?
Every time I stop watching, they start winning, and then for some reason I watch them again, and then they stop. I need to just not watch them.
As Brewster motions across, they hand it off to him. Good cutback, avoids some tacklers, and I don't know if he got back to the line or not. It's going to be close.
Looks like they're going to give him about 1 yard.
Really wasn't much to do on that play. Tosi defense did a pretty good job. Ah, there's that thing again. So bring up 2nd and 9. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Dragons up 14-6.
Derek, there's nobody I'd rather spend my Friday nights with than you, buddy.
You really mean that?
Don't tell my wife that.
Oh, hope she's not watching.
I'm pretty sure she's not.
Oh, as Dunsey hands it off to Brewster, and it looked like he fumbled the handoff, and that's going to be recovered by Potosi.
A big turnover there.
Yep. I believe that's Brewster's first fumble of the year.
Yeah, I don't know if he ever had that from the exchange, so.
Yeah. Looked like there's a lot of space between them.
That may go down as Chad's fumble. Either way, it's going to be 1st and 10 Potosi on their own 45-yard line.
Potosi comes out in I formation. And I think we're going to have a false start. Nope. Offsides on the defense.
That's interesting.
What?
That call. Looked like
I know, it looked
moved,
like.
But I guess maybe they thought that the St. John player induced that motion.
Anyway, same formation. Potosi fakes a handoff to the fullback, rolls out to his right, fires over the middle. That pass is caught. Oh, nope, they're going to say incomplete. I thought he caught it, then fumbled it, but.
Darian Brown raked it out of his hand. It almost looked like an interception there, but bounced off the ground, I assume. So they called that an incomplete pass.
I thought that play earlier was a interception down here. I don't think it ever hit the ground.
Yeah.
In the end zone.
Yeah, right before half we had a play. It would have been a touchdown had Brewster. It was a little bit underthrown. Brewster went down to get it, and it looked like it popped off of his forearm into a Potosi player's hands. They called it incomplete.
As they hand it off to a guy coming in motion up the middle, and that's going to be a big gain of about 13 yards for Potosi. Maybe 10. That was kind of like a counter tray. Tosi comes 1st and 10, handoff straight up the middle to a fullback, and he's probably going to get 3 yards on that play. By a pack of dragons.
It's amazing the adjectives they come up with over
Yeah.
the PA system. I guess they don't want to keep saying the same word over and over again. It's like they got a thesaurus up there for, they just have it under the word bunch.
Yeah.
What are some other words we can use besides bunch?
Heard swarm, heard pack, group. We'll see how many we can come up with.
Swarm.
Swarm. Tosi, same play, looks like up the middle to fullback, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards that time. He had a pretty big hole straight up the middle. And I'll bring up 3rd and 2nd, or 3rd and 2, not 3rd and 2nd.
A cluster.
A cluster?
That's what it was a while ago up here in the booth. It was a cluster.
Yeah, for sure.
Different kind of cluster.
Not a pretty cluster. It was rough. 7 minutes to go in the third. Tosi on the 30-yard line, 3rd and 2. Hand up the middle again. Look like the same play again, and I believe he's going to have enough for a first down.
Yeah, nothing sneaky about that. Foot to foot. It went down. The up back was about 2 yards from the quarterback. And
we
just turned around, and then everybody fired off the ball, got a good push, and got about 2.5 yards, and they needed 2.
Like we have a Potosi player that's kind of favoring that, looks like right ankle, right leg a little bit.
Put your hands out in front of your face and make an L.
Why?
This way you know which one's left, the one that makes an L.
Oh, I knew which foot it was. I was just trying to. It's like me and the scoreboard last week. Couldn't figure it out.
Speaking of the scoreboard, how about we get that?
Oh, that would be smart.
I guess I got to do that too, huh?
Well, you have the computer over there.
I got the computer and the camera. Boy, you worked that out well.
Handoff right up the middle. Nothing there for the Potosi. Big hit on the end there.
I'm moving it over.
Oh, okay,
Moving
okay,
it over.
okay, okay.
Don't break anything.
I won't.
I can't handle two things at once. I cannot walk and chew gum.
What are the odds of us messing something up trying to get the scoreboard? Nope, we got it.
Well,
Whoa,
we got it. Now we just got to get it to the right score.
Yeah.
You can handle that.
Oh, can I?
I don't know. Can you?
I'd say so.
We're going to find out.
Yeah, got that.
Look at that guy. Derek Morgenthaler, everybody.
Yep. Potosi on a 2nd and 8. Pitch it out to the left to number 22 of Potosi. And he'll pick up about 4 yards on that play. Wait, they don't have 3. They have 6. How'd I change the quarter?
Uh-oh. I'm already getting yelled at for the camera work.
Come on.
I'm telling you, it's the tripod.
Yeah, the tripod's refusing to move.
It's like a bobblehead.
It really is. Bring up 3rd and 5 for the Trojans. And it's a fake pitch to the right. They hand it back off to the left to number 24, and he has a pretty nice gain. He'll pick up enough for a first down. Brought down around the 16, 17-yard line. Did you get that one?
We don't get paid enough for this, Derek.
No, we don't.
Our $0 salary is not. Brother. But we love it. We love to do it. And we're happy to bring it to you. Oh, she said zoom out. It's not even the shakiness. I thought she was talking about
And that's another handoff up the middle. They're just doing that play over and over again. And he's brought down after about 3 yards. Bring up 2nd and 7 from the 16-yard line.
I would like to thank Nikki Reed, my lovely student council co-sponsor, for all the constructive criticism that she has given me. Appreciate it, Nikki.
Tosi's going to pitch it back to number 22, right side, makes a cut, trying to get upfield, and can't. He might lose a yard. Good job by Wade Hahn and number 31, Tyler Jenkins, it looked like, coming up.
Big play here, 3rd down and 8. Field's really shrunk down here. You see the St. John box. They've been playing with 9 guys in the box, and I think they've got about 10 guys in the box. Camden Rose in the middle of the field playing deep, but everybody else is within about 3 yards of the line of scrimmage.
As they hand it off to number 24, and he's going to get nothing on that play.
Well, he lost the ball momentarily, but maybe not. If we were zoomed in a little more, we probably could have saw that.
Sorry for the screeching mic here. Let's bring up 4th and 9. Looks like they're going to try a field goal. And it's up, and it's going to be good.
Oh. Didn't make the extra point, but he made the 32-yarder.
So Potosi drives down the field, puts up 3 points with 3:28 left to go in the 3rd. St. Genevieve still leading, though, 14-9.
We want to let you all know that next week we have 7 broadcasts coming up. So all these sponsors that are upset and texting me, we'll make it up to you next week. We got volleyball on Monday. We got volleyball on Tuesday. We have Spirit Night and Powder Puff on Wednesday. We've got volleyball on Thursday. We got football on Friday. We're also going to bring you coverage of the pep assembly as well as the parade. So we have a very, very busy week ahead of us next week as we celebrate homecoming. The funnest week of the year, or is it most fun?
Most fun, yeah.
Week of the year.
Can't wait for Powder Puff, though.
Powder puff's always fun. Derek Morganthau is going to bring you that game.
Be me and Logan Gagg.
Logan Geck and I.
Yeah.
Or
Sorry.
Logan Geck and me.
Mr. O'Brien would love you. And Potosi's kick is a line drive caught by Darian Brown around the 20. Cuts it up the right sideline. Cuts it back to the middle. Now he's going back outside. And he's going to be brought down around the 36-yard line.
I'm pretty sure Mr. O'Brien's got a shout out now every week that we've done this.
I think so. Most of it's by you, though.
I try to impress him. I like his hair.
Yeah.
The locks.
You know, I never did figure out this quarter thing.
I need to get the flow. You got to go to, sorry.
What did I go to?
Sorry, audience.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah. Go down to, yeah.
I'm trying.
Learning on the fly here.
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Trying to work on a way to get you the camera, or not the camera, the clock, at least for our home games. We won't be able to do that on the road games, as the software's got to be synced into the to the clock equipment itself. But we're working on that, as we're working on a bunch of other things, obviously.
Dragons send Brewster in motion to the left, hand off to Darian on the right side, and good tackle by a Potosi defender, and he will get no gain on that play. Three minutes left to go here in the third.
Now I said they can't hear us very well.
Oh.
We turn it up any louder, we're getting feedback.
Yeah. And we lose hearing.
Just can't win for losing, I tell you what.
What?
Closer to you now.
Oh, sorry. Dragons send Brewster in motion to the left, fake to Darian on the right. Dunsey rolls out to his left, fires. Ooh, almost picked off by number 44 at Potosi. It's a dangerous pass. Chadwick, yeah, just a little bit more air under that one. I think he would have connected with Brewster.
I've got comments from several of my weight loss competitors, and I'm pretty sure after tonight I got the advantage because I think I sweated out at least 20 pounds.
As Dunsey looks over the middle, fires, and that is complete to number 30, Brady Boyer, right around the 45, 44-yard line. And he's going to be stopped just short of a first down.
Man.
I don't know. Why is it doing that?
Here, let's do this.
What? What? No. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Hey, I think I just fixed it.
Yeah, I think so.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right.
I wonder if people watching can hear us. Dragons come to the line.
Let us know the volume. I think I fixed it, but I'm not positive.
4th and 2 with their Big E package, but it looks like we're going to have a St. John timeout for that play.
Yeah, before the penalty. Or they picked up the flag there. And we do have a couple changes in the roster, or on the starting lineup this week. We have Gabe Grimminger is out tonight with a hamstring injury. He's being replaced by Darian. Darian and Luke are both in the lineup this week. Last week they were rotating. And we also have Clayton Kreitler is not here today because of a death in the family. We wish the Kreitler family well today as they're going through a tough time. And we have Big Sexy taking his place.
Big Brandon.
Big Brandon Drury. All 6'6" of them. 6'8" when he's got his hair up.
The hair adds a couple inches.
It does. All right, 4th and 3.
Dragons look like, and they are going to punt. That's a good punt by Chad. That's going to get a good bounce.
Yeah, nobody's back.
Rolls down to about the 15-yard line.
Nice job there by St. John, giving the impression that they were going to go for it. Kept Chad back at his regular depth for kicking, or for passing, rather.
Yeah.
And was able to get a kickoff with no pressure, and got a good net gain out of that.
put Padisi. What did I just say? I have no clue. I meant Potosi.
Patisi?
But I don't know. I don't even know.
Got a whole new respect for Potosi after tonight.
Oh, yeah.
They're homecoming tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw their floats, and they were not very good. I'm looking forward to seeing what our floats look like next week. I've seen some pictures and some.
I'm thinking they're going to look pretty good.
They look pretty solid. I've seen a lot of homecoming floats over the years being a football coach and going to different schools, and there's not a school in the area that does a better job putting floats together than our classes do and our class sponsors do. It really is an amazing thing on a very tight budget that they do.
2nd and 8 for Potosi, and it's a run up the middle. And he's going to pick up maybe 3 yards on that play. Again, Potosi just pounding it up the middle. Bring up 3rd and 4, 50 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Oh, yeah, I know. Play clock down to 7. Potosi really needs to hurry up and get to the ball here. 2, and they get it off, and it's a handoff to the right side. And the Potosi guys still pushing the Dragons back. Finally, they bring him down after a gain of about 6, 7 yards on the play.
Yeah, they had his legs, and somehow he slipped right through there and
kept going. So 1st and 10 for Potosi here. 10 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. And they pitch it out to the right again to number 22. He's pretty shifty. Puts a move on somebody and picks up about 5 yards on that play. And that will run out the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Your St. Genevieve Dragons on top, 14-9.
And that again gives us some time to talk about our sponsors for tonight's game.
No.
First, we got Barley Automotives. If you're in the market for a newer pre-owned car, check out Barley Automotive. Barley's is a family-owned, family-run business that has been a staple of the community for decades. For a high-quality car and a high-quality service, come see us at 791 St. Genevieve Drive. We are a proud sponsor and supporter of our local schools. Go Big Green. And a shout out to Scott Barley. Thanks for listening tonight. And next, we got Fleeg's Farm Equipment in 1963. Fleeg's Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business in St. Genevieve, where it remains to this day. Selling exceptional equipment such as Case IH, Hustler, Turf, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey, and many more, helping with all your farm and lawn needs. Service from the time you enter the door or pick up the phone is taken to heart, because at Fleeg's Farm Equipment, we ask that you let our family take care of your family. Fleeg's Farm Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve, online 24/7 at fleegs.com. Go Dragons.
There we go. As we have our scoreboard back up. Potosi, what? Oh, yeah. Potosi had a short gain on 2nd down, and on 3rd down, they're going to run it back up the middle, and we'll pick up a 1st down. Dragons making some substitutions on the D-line, getting some fresh guys in there. They've really done a pretty good job here tonight.
Yeah, they really bottled up this freshman running back that we've heard a lot about, so we'll see if that continues here. Haven't given up any long drives this evening except for that one big play drive.
And Potosi's going to hand it off up the middle to the fullback, and he's going to truck his way for about a gain of 6. Again, they're just running it straight up the middle. the fullback or tailback. But bring up 2nd and 5 for Potosi. 10:45 left to go here in the 4th quarter. High handoff to the middle and a big run for the Trojans. Just straight up the middle.
Well, you wonder if St. John's D-line's getting a little tired here. That was a Jennifer Humboldt move right there, wasn't it?
Sorry, Jen.
Love you. Wouldn't say anything behind your back that we wouldn't say to your face.
So to bring up 1st and 10 for the Potosi Trojans from the 36-yard line. Handoff up the middle again. They've run that play 3 times in a row. And he's pushing his way forward. Not going to get much on that one.
That's just like a rugby scrum coming off the line of scrimmage there. They're snapping it, giving it right there to that up back, and those offensive linemen are really churning their legs and getting a good push. St. John's going to have to stand tall here.
Bring up 2nd and 8 for the Trojans from the 34-yard line. Looks like they brought some more guys back on the D-line. This time it's a pitch out to the tailback left side. He's got room on the outside. He's got blockers, cuts it back to the middle, and is met by number 18, Drew Toombs, and 44, Isaac Boyd. And
nice run there.
Yeah, he's pretty shifty.
Looked like he's going to go outside, took one step to the inside, cut up the field, and then as soon as he got past that one defender, cut right back to the sideline, and then looked like he was going to run out of bounds. Tried cutting back in, but fortunately, St. John kids hustling down the field, able to make that play.
So Potosi picks up another 1st down. Now they're on the 25-yard line. As it's a handoff up the middle again to the fullback, and nothing going on that play. He's met by a couple linemen.
A host.
A host.
Is that a new one?
Yeah, that's a new one.
That might be a new one. The thesaurus is busy. I don't know that Art Armbruster uses such words. I think he always tries to pick out individuals who are the key players in the attack.
Anyway, 2nd and 7. They pitch it out to the left again. Number 22, Potosi. He kind of slips and falls down before he could really go anywhere, and he's not going to gain much.
Hagen Schmelsley had contained over there. It looked almost like he kind of got tackled, but good support there by the cornerback coming up on that play. I think it might have been Darian Brown. Or Camden Rowe, I guess it was.
One of them.
One of them.
8:20 left to go here, the 4th. 3rd and 9. They hand it off to the left side. Ooh. The fullback breaks through and is all the way down to the 1-yard line. I don't know how he broke through that. Looked like there was 4 or 5 guys around him.
Yeah, this kid's running hard this drive.
He's pretty big too.
Hasn't been anything sneaky about him. He's got some strong legs, that's for sure. They just turn around and hand it right to him, and the linemen fire off the ball and drive their legs. And that's pretty much how this drive's progressed.
So Potosi out of the ball, 1st and goal from the 3-yard line as it's a handoff to number 44 again. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. So now to be 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. These Potosi fans are on their feet as it's a pitch out to the left. Number 22.
Oh, that's not legal.
No. He's in for a touchdown. He hurdled over a guy. I don't think you can do that.
The rule is that if the guy is standing up, and we got clarification of this after last week's situations, if the defender is on his feet, you can't hurdle him, but if he's on the ground, you can hurdle him.
I don't think anybody was on the ground.
Or is it the other way around?
I don't. If you're on the ground, you can hurdle him.
I think that's right. As this camera continues to fall. Hey. I might have just fixed something by accident. 2-point conversion here.
Running out. There's a flag thrown. Why won't this work now?
One thing gets fixed, the other thing gets broken.
Your scoreboard here.
So it's going to be 15 to 14 here. Potosi leads by 1 point. Oh, now it just fell
With
again.
7:24 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
There you see the timeout situation. St. John's burned 1 timeout this half. Potosi still with all 3 of theirs. And we got a barn burner here.
We do. St. John really needs to put a good drive together here. Put the pressure on Potosi. Back deep to receive this kickoff is number 16, Luke Brewster, and number 3, Darian Brown.
Potosi's tried to kick short all night. A couple times that ball skipped deep, and they've got a chance to return, but usually by the time they get to it, Potosi's kickoff team's pretty close to them, so they haven't been able to break anything yet. But we'll see with those 2 guys back there. You never know.
They are very dangerous back there. That's a onside kick / look like onside or squib, and that's going to be recovered by number 10, Kegan Schmelzley. Good job smothering it.
Yeah, you kind of got the feeling that was coming there.
Yeah.
It looked like an onside kick, but really it's a guarantee that you're not going to get the ball into Brewster or Brown's hands because those are the 2 game changers right now on St. John's roster. Well, big offensive drive here for St. John. They came out. Their offense looked really strong early in the first half. They kind of stuttered a little bit before halftime and struggled again in the third quarter. So we'll see if they can kind of pick up where they left off early in the game.
I think they should take a shot downfield.
The deep passes have been open. We've been a little off on the execution. A couple balls went through the hands and a couple balls just missed. But you know that's going to happen when you're throwing those long balls. Your completion percentage isn't going to be very high. So we'll see what they want to do. I think the run has been pretty successful. I think you're going to see more of that here this drive.
7:21 left to go in the fourth. Hand off to Brown, right side, reads his block, cuts it back, and he's going to be stopped after a gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, that's a good gain.
It's a good start to the drive. That brings the ball out to about the 46-yard line.
Ooh, the Pirates or the Cardinals are losing.
Ooh, what inning?
3-2, top of the 8th.
Snap back to Dunsey. Another handoff to Brown on the left side. This time he's got a hole. He is off to the races and, brought down. They're going to call a horse collar on that one. He's brought down around the 30-yard line after a big gain.
It almost looked like they got his ear hole.
I know. He just put both hands up there and just pulled him down.
I'll tell you what, they got quite the tandem in their backfield with Brewster and Brown. If both of those guys can play multiple positions, they can kind of switch them off and get them equal carries so that they don't wear themselves out, because neither one of them is very big, but man, they're just explosive back there.
Fans not agreeing with this call over here, but I mean.
I'm hearing some choice words from the purple and gold down here. Hopefully you can't hear those at home.
They're fired up.
That's an experience I never got as a player and as a coach. I never got to sit in the crowd and hear things. The first game that I actually sat in the stands, that was quite a learning experience for me. Didn't learn much about the sport of football, but I learned some other things.
Somebody blew an air horn out here. There's a handoff to Brewster left side. He's going to be tripped up just shy of the line of scrimmage. Looked like one of the Potosi defenders got off a block pretty quick. Grabbed his ankles and pulled him down. Yeah, I was walking through the parking lot and some guy came up behind me with the air horn, just blew it right behind me. I was like, oh man.
It's a tradition that we probably don't want to bring with us. To
No. As they're going to hand off to Brewster up the middle. He's got a hole, and he gets some yards after contact. He's going to have enough for a first down, brought down around the 4-yard line.
That was a nice, strong run.
Yeah.
Really put his head down at the end and finished it off. Gained about 4 yards after contact there. Those are the kinds that send a message to a defense too. They don't want any part of that after 2 or 3 times doing that, finishing those runs like that. There we got Chad Dunsey here out. Oh no, that's Devin Bader.
Yeah.
I lied.
Devin Bader out wide. They're going to fake the handoff to Luke. Dunsey's going to keep it left side, and
nice
he is
run.
in for a touchdown. That was a great read.
And a great finish there too by Chad Dunsey. He's really turned into a pretty tough runner this year. Good for him.
As the Dragons go up 20-15 over Potosi here with 5:52 left to go in the fourth. As we are, oh my goodness.
Yeah, every week we've seen Chad grow and develop, and it's gotten stronger and more confident every single week with his decision making and his throwing. And as we saw there is running.
Dragons line up to go for 2. Brewster Bader this side. They're going to roll out to this side. Chad's looking. He's going to throw it up for Bader, and almost caught. Just a little bit too high as that pass was intended for Bader. 2-point conversion's no good, but the Dragons do get 6 and go up 20-15 over the Trojans here in the fourth.
The screw just doesn't tighten. The camera's always going to be leaning.
They really put it to him on that drive.
Yeah, that was quick. All on the ground, too.
Mm-hmm.
Darian started it. Luke was the middleman, and Dunsey put the nail in the coffin there as he went into the end zone for a 5-yard score.
You were right, and I was wrong.
Well, I didn't want to say that, Derek, but
hey, I'm being honest.
Hey.
Kegan Schmelsley back to kick for the Dragons. That's a kind of short kick to the left side, caught by a Potosi guy, and good tackle by number 30, Brady Boyer. Tripped him up at about the 35-yard line.
That's similar to the play that the kick that they tried at Valley that they ended up recovering and running back, but was against the rules. This time they made sure he caught it before anybody touched it. And Potosi takes over 35-yard line, 1st and 10.
As that play goes nowhere.
I think St. John's defense is pretty much geared up now for that dive play.
Yeah. After you kind of broke that big one,
we'll see if they run that quick pitch off of that where they fake it to the dive back on one side and then pitch it out on the opposite side. See if they try to catch that defensive end over there cheating in and trying to support that dive.
Second and 10 from the 35-yard line. 5:13 left to go here in the last quarter. Potosi pitches out left. That's a fumble. It's still on the ground. Nick Robinson, it's there. Oh, he probably should have just fell on it.
That's the stuff that drives the coach crazy. Happens all the time.
Gotta have those. But Potosi does lose a lot of yards on that play.
They do.
They lose.
But that's
dang.
That's good field position right there. You take over at the 20-yard line going in after just scoring and running down somebody's throat like that. That's going to be hard for that defense to stop you at that point.
As Potosi's going to draw back to pass. He rolls out to his right, throws over the top. Ooh, intended for number 31. And threw it over his head.
Had a little bit of space there, but the ball's a little bit overthrown. And it's going to be 4th and about 23. 4th and 23
Yeah.
here. So Potosi's going to have to punt, even though there is only 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the game. And they're going to have to hope for a quick stop here.
That was a deep punt. And they're going to get a good roll off of it.
That ball went forever.
Kicked it from about the 15, landed on the opposite 35.
50-yarder.
It's going
Well,
pro.
he kicked it from the 15, but the ball was spotted
Oh,
at
yeah.
22, I guess. So it's about a 42-yard kick. All right, let's see what we can do here. String together a few first downs here, and that's going to take us to the end of the game. Potosi does have all 3 timeouts remaining. And St. John takes over on the 37, 1st and 10.
Snap back to Dunsey, hands off to Brewster left side, cuts it back up the middle. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play.
As we look at the upcoming schedule for St. John's football team.
Come on now, Schweiss.
Yes, Mrs. Reed. She tells me to
Zoom
zoom
out.
out. But upcoming schedule, we got Perryville coming up next week for homecoming, as we talked about earlier. And after that, we got DeSoto, who's struggling a little bit this year. And then we end the regular season with Brentwood, and then we're guaranteed to play game 10, and we'll see where the seeding falls with the district come that time.
Dunsey fakes a handoff to Brewster, tries to run to his left side. He's met by a D lineman of Potosi, though, and he's only going to pick up about a yard or two.
Right now, we're seeded 7th in the district out of 8 teams, but with a win here tonight, and if we can hold on to this game here with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left, win here tonight, and games against, very winnable games against Perryville and DeSoto coming up, both Class 4 schools, we should gain quite a few points in the district standings.
Just hike back to Dunsey, hands off to Brewster. Nope. Yep, on the right side. Trying to get outside, and it's brought down inbounds. He's going to be short of a first down, I think. It's a big call right here.
Yeah, right now as it stands, we would play Kennett in the first round in week 10. As I said, that should change. Dexter, I believe, is a 3 seed as of right now. Potosi is the 4 seed. So a win here against Potosi, that would, I don't know if that would leapfrog us completely, but over the course of the next 2 weeks, assuming if we can win those games, we would definitely surpass them as well. So the goal is at least get to a 4 seed, get that home game in week 10, and hopefully a 3 seed. That will keep us on the other side of the bracket opposite of Central. This team's had a brutal schedule. Heard today that the 4 teams that they had lost to were 18-2 combined record. It's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Pretty tough sledding right there. That's about as tough a schedule as you can play in this area. And this Potosi team's pretty good. They're big and experienced and strong up front, both defensively and offensively. And they've got good skill players they're young, they're inexperienced, but they definitely have some shiftiness and quickness and a lot of toughness too, as we saw with that number 44 kid.
And they will get the ball back as Logan Geck punts it back. And that's going to be down at the 23-yard line. So the Potosi Trojans are going to get the ball back with 2:33 left to go in the 4th.
Well, here we go. Big defensive stand here. They didn't have to burn any timeouts. They got the ball back with just 2 minutes going off the clock. So good job there by Potosi's defense. And now St. John's defense is going to have to answer with a stop of their own.
I hope you didn't hear that language.
Not from us, from across the way here.
Potosi looks like somebody forgot they were supposed to be on offense there.
Potosi now going to a spread.
They're going to throw it.
Nice
Ooh,
play, Drew Toombs.
batted down by Drew right at the line.
Good job. Saw that it was a quick pass.
Got those hands up.
Got those hands up in the air, jumped up, and got all of it. Almost hit him in the helmet.
I honestly thought he picked it off because I lost where the ball went for a second. So bring up 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line with 2:30 left to go here in the game. Tosi sends a guy in motion. And they're going to hand it off to number 22 on the left side, and he's going to have nothing on that play. The D-line just swarmed him. There's another word. That'll bring up 3rd and 10. 2:10 left to go here in the game. Now down to 2 minutes left in the game. Oh, what? As they hand it off to the right side, and that's a good job by the D-line. Looked like Wade Hahn got there and brought him down before the line of scrimmage.
That play call was not accepted well by the Potosi faithful. With 1 minute and 50.
What?
1 minute and 50 seconds left in the game, and
there's some questions being.
They ran an inside run there.
On 3rd and 10.
Down by 5 on 3rd and 10. Some shouts to the offensive coordinator.
And they're going to fake the punt. He's going to run it outside. Nope, he's going to end up punting it downfield.
In the world? That's going to go 90. Oh, I thought it was.
And they're going to down it around 30. There are flags thrown.
I would have to think there had to be an illegal man downfield on that. I didn't see the call. Did you see the call?
No, I didn't see it.
I don't know if he had an option to fake it there and then realized he wasn't going to get it and decided to kick it, or what the deal was, but something was awry.
Awry.
Not right. Weird.
I know.
Strange.
Odd.
Kind of like Derek. Derek is awry. I don't know that that works that way, but
I don't know either.
You're kind of an odd duck.
Yeah.
Own it, buddy. Own it.
That was a very odd play on 3rd down a couple minutes ago.
That was an odd play call.
Should have beat us by 20 points if the receivers would catch the ball. Had a lot of drops. A lot of touchdown drops.
As we have some fans talking to us. They fake it to Rowe, hand off to Brewster left side. He's got a hole trying to get through 2 guys, and he will be brought down around the 50-yard line, but a big gain for the Dragons. That'll bring it the clock down to 1:13 here in the 4th. I don't know if you guys heard that guy.
He gave us the pros and cons of our football team in about, I don't know, 3 paragraphs.
Yeah.
It's pretty expansive summary of what he felt the game was.
Our Mac's going to shut down soon.
Ooh, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Is the charger? It was plugged in a while ago and all that mess.
You might have I didn't unplug anything, so. Oh, looks like it was unplugged. We're good. Dragons come to the ball, 1st and 10 from the 48. Minute 13 left to go.
It was almost another catastrophe.
Yeah.
Good eye on that.
Oh, snap back to Dunsey, hand off to Brewster, cuts it back left side, up the middle, trucks a guy, picks up about 2 more yards after that. And Potosi's going to call a timeout.
I know you're going to be long gone in 2 years, Derek.
Yeah.
But when we come back to Potosi, I might have to sit this one out.
Yeah, you think?
I might have to take it in on the radio or something.
You could just do like
This is not ideal.
no, you could just do like a radio broadcast of it.
I will say though, the press box is huge.
It is
If it would be
really
so hot
big.
up here,
Yeah.
the press box is amazing. They even got a bathroom for us. That's unusual. I mean, other than Valley's, this is probably the best. This is probably the best press box that we go to.
They just need some food up here for us.
We could use some food, some drinks, maybe a little cold water,
Yeah.
considering the temperature they keep this place at. 2nd and 2, one more first down. We'll seal this game. There's 2 timeouts left for Potosi. So at most, they should be able to get the ball back with about 26 seconds. Oh,
there was
a penalty.
Offsides against them, I think. That would give us a first
I
down.
wasn't even watching. I didn't think they were close to snapping the ball yet, were they?
No, like Chad wasn't even ready. Somebody maybe.
So that's really the ball game. They can take
Yeah.
a knee here. But the problem with these spread teams, they're not used to taking snaps under center, although we do have the biggie package. And
Yeah.
Chad's done it. I know a couple years in the past, come time to take a knee, we had to take a knee from a shotgun position. That looks very odd.
Both fullbacks move back a little bit. It's Chad. Oh, it's looking Gegg in the game.
no.
Hand off to Brewster. He fumbled it. Well, he will lose about 5 yards on that one with a minute left to go.
Is my math wrong here?
Tosi,
There's
what?
a minute left.
Yeah,
They just used their second timeout.
yeah.
Wait a
Now,
minute. They
but
only
now
had
it's
one timeout left. I was looking at our board. They have 0 timeouts left.
No, they had 2 for the last one. And yeah.
No, they had 1. They're on the left side. Now they're 0. So they have no
So
more timeouts
yeah.
left. There's no reason to run a play here. There wasn't a reason to run a play on the last one, and there's not a reason to run a play on this one. I think after what they just saw,
Take the knee.
they'll take a knee because that would have not been good had they turned the ball over there.
Yeah. There's a Potosi guy right there too.
Yeah, I was figuring it with 2 timeouts, and it still worked out to where we should have been able to run the clock out on first down. And now we're back in the shotgun. See, this is what I was talking about. Reminds me of the old Mizzou days.
Dunzy's going to hand it off to Luke on the right side. Don't go out of bounds. Cuts it back up the middle. Penalty flag. Probably a hold.
Eric, I'll let you explain this
What?
situation. What do you think?
You've explained it pretty good.
Pretty well.
Pretty well, yeah.
Pretty well.
Pretty well. I bet. Sorry. It'll be like 2nd and
That's,
5, dude.
if you were calling plays right now, Derek, what would you call?
I'd take a knee. They can't call a timeout, so. I mean, it's 2nd and 27. 53 seconds left to go.
There's 25 seconds on the play clock. So if they run this play, that would be about 5 seconds. So then there'd be 48 seconds.
Looks like we're going to run it again. And we will with Brewster on the left side. Cuts it back up the middle. Gains a couple of yards. And, I mean, they're just going to let it run out now.
Okay, so we got 43 seconds left now. They haven't spotted the ball yet. Spot the ball now. 25 seconds left. So they'll have to snap the ball at 14 seconds. And he's under center now. And it looks like he's going to take a knee. And he does.
Yep.
And that'll be the ball game.
Yep. Good game.
Good game. Good job fighting back there by St. John. Gave up the lead late in the game, about halfway through the 4th quarter, but they battled back and answered with a really quick scoring drive of about 75 yards. All on the ground, just smash mouth football right in your face, and sealed the deal. Their defense came up with a big stop there late in the 4th quarter, and then their offense ran out the clock. So fine game there. And before we let you go, we are going to bring you an interview with Coach Kenny White.
Yeah.
We might even bring you maybe a player. We might grab somebody. And again, before we leave, we're going to remind you that we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming your way next week.
Oh, yeah. Homecoming week.
Homecoming week. We got volleyball Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. We got Spirit Night, Powder Puff Wednesday, football game Friday, and we're going to try to bring you the assembly and the parade as well if you're interested in watching those things. I know the kids like to go back and see those things, so we try to bring it to them so they can watch it archived. And if you'd like to join us,
Then join us.
please feel free to do so. And I'm going to go down and talk to Coach White.
All right.
And while I do that, Derek's going to go through our sponsors one more time.
All right. Got the mic set up. All right. Let's go through these one more time. First off, we have Fleeg's Farm Equipment. In 1963, Fleeg's Equipment was founded as a family-owned and operated business in St. Genevieve, where it remains to this day, selling exceptional equipment such as Case, IH, Hustler, Turf, Vermeer, Cub Cadet, Massey, and many more, helping with all your farm and lawn needs. Service from the time you enter the door or pick up the phone is taken to heart. Because at Fleeg's Equipment, they ask that you let our family take care of your family. Fleeg's Equipment, Highway 32 in St. Genevieve. Online 24/7 at fleegs.com. Go Dragons. Our second sponsor is Barley Automotive. If you are in the market for a new or pre-owned car, check out Barley Automotive. Barley's is a family-owned, family-run business that has been a staple of the community for decades. For a high-quality car and high-quality service, come see us at 791 St. Genevieve Drive. We are a proud sponsor and supporter of our local schools. Go Big Green. Is it working? Okay. Sweet. Oh, sorry. What happened?
Well, Chelsea had timeout. Well, I hope they didn't. Why didn't phone that ball?
Is it not working? Okay. All right, I'll go over some stats with you here. St. Genevieve had a total of 300 yards on the night, 53 through the air, 247 on the ground. They only had one turnover, no interceptions, 2 penalties that cost 17 yards, and our leading rusher was Darian Brown. He had 12 attempts for 147 yards, 1 touchdown, and his long was 52 yards. Our leading receiver tonight was Luke Brewster. He had 95 yards, no touchdown. His long was 18 runs. And Chad Dunsey was 6 of 18 with 1 touchdown rushing. And passing-wise, what? No, not getting it. Not getting it. Passing-wise, Chad Dunsey was 5 of 15 with 53 yards, 1 touchdown, and his long was 16. And Luke Brewster receiving had 3 receptions for 43 yards, 1 touchdown. Brady Boyer had 1 reception for 8 yards. And Devin Bader had 1 reception for 2 yards. What?
Check, check.
Yeah, gotcha. Go, Coach. Thank you. Yeah, as Coach Schweiss is going to go down there and try to get a interview with Kenny Wyke. Schweiss is now down on the field there. Let's zoom in on him a little bit. Nah, maybe too much. Try to get his attention. Oh.
Ready, big boy?
And we have him now. Let me get the camera focused on him here.
All right, we're down here with head coach Kenny Wyke, and Coach Wyke, big win tonight.
Yeah, big one finally, man. We've been trying to get wins all year, obviously, but this was a tough one. It was a nail biter, and our kids stepped up when they needed to. We're real proud of them.
And that's a big physical offensive and defensive line that Potosi came with. And like you were just saying, they run that offense, and they don't really have many secrets. They just come at you and they fire off the ball. Your defense really stood strong there in the fourth quarter.
They did, and it's one of them things where they got some plays, and they're going to get plays. If they keep running, they run 4 plays, they're going to be pretty good at them. When you ask kids to do things that just aren't natural, stick your head in there and take a beating basically, because there's 3 or 4 guys walling you down, and those guys are huge. But I was real proud of it. The kids stepped up big. We made, we had one problem on our touchdown drive, and we made a quick adjustment. And then next time they got the ball, it's like, we slammed it. And, it was a great job of kids reacting to what we wanted to do and just stepping up.
And strong running attack tonight, probably your best running game this year. Talk a little bit about Luke and Darian and the guys up front blocking for them.
Well, that is getting better, and we need that asset. We had some passes right up when we dropped and we missed guys, but we got to be able to run the ball consistently to be a good football team. And I think we took a step in direction there. Luke's always going to get us yards. He makes big plays happen. And Darian, once he figures out the scheme of things, he's trying to bounce out when we're trying to kick guys out and those kind of things. But once he gets it figured out, he's just a natural athlete, and I think that I don't know if it's a 1-2 punch, but it's kind of a balance attack. When one guy comes in and the other guy slips in for him, I think it's a pretty good attack to have.
And next week we got homecoming with Perryville. Tell us a little bit about what you know about Perryville.
Real similar to these guys. I think it's going to be some smash mouth, foot to foot, tight wing, a little bit more like Hillsborough, I guess, they're offensive wise. But, it's going to be a physical game. We've already told our kids, challenge them and to be ready for that and step up like they did tonight.
All right. That's head coach Kenny Wyke. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you very much.
All right, and as we told you earlier, we'll be with you next week. Monday, volleyball. Tuesday, volleyball. Thursday, volleyball. Wednesday, Spirit Night, Powder Puff. Friday, football. And we'll also try to bring you the parade and the pep assembly Friday afternoon. So from Potosi, for Derek Morgenthaler, I'm Kyle Schweiss, signing out.